It's a year ago that we lost our president, first president to have gone during his tenure. And so naturally, we should miss him. He was a quiet fellow. He came to politics late, but he distinguished himself earlier as a professor in our premier university. People he tutored, I haven't met anybody who said he wasn't a good teacher. That's an achievement in itself. And then he worked as a tax commissioner. There too, since he was an expert in tax law, I presume he did some good job there. In politics, as you know, we belong to the other side from me. And, but he managed to have attained the height of vice president of Ghana. That's not a mean achievement. How many people would ever be vice presidents of Ghana? So that's something I happened to have contested in 2000. I won. He lost, but I think he was a sportsman, and he took his loss well. Then the second round, he contested. I won again. Anytime we met, I believe we were civil to each other. And it was in this course that he left. So on this day of sadness, I remember him with respect. I hope our country would remember him with respect. Good citizen. And I would extend my heartfelt condolences to the widow and family on this day, and would continue to pray that the good Lord would give him repose.
There are two key persons involved in this. Flag bearer of the NPP, Nana Kufuor, and flag bearer of the NDC, who is now President John Mahama. If you should have them seated in front of you right now, what will you tell them that is your expectation of them as a person who has been through this process and standing behind?
Fortunately, I know the two of them. And Nanado, as you know, has been on my side of the divide from, I can't remember when, ancient time. John, the president too, I've known socially, they are fine. And I believe they both advise themselves, because it's they who announced in their separate ways that they would accept the outcome of the proceedings through the Supreme Court. I would just say they should stick by their submissions, their words. And that I pray that they would both feel that when the justices come out with their ruling, they've been fairly served.
Now let's go to the election petition. Let's go to the election petition. Now there's an impending verdict, and there are public concerns that about how people's reaction will be. Statesman, sir, what would you tell people out there as far as managing expectations are concerned?
I believe the proceedings have gone to the along the processes provided by the National Constitution. We should applaud ourselves for that, because elsewhere, perhaps recourse to court wouldn't have happened. People would have just taken to the streets with cudgels and whatever they would get to protest the declaration by the Electoral Commission. The Constitution of Ghana provided that where the Electoral Commission declared, everybody should respect and allow the processes to continue. The person declared should become president. Anybody with the aggrieved by the declaration, instead of taking the law into their own hands, should go to court, to the Supreme Court, to challenge the declaration. This is what the petitioners have done. And fortunately too, the proceedings have been televised. The whole world has been watching the proceedings. fact, recently, we meet any people, young people, they say they want to go to law school. It seems the whole nation has
Was some kind of awakening.
yes, the proceedings have caught the nation and infused the nation with respect for due process. And now we've come to the point where the judges soon would retire to deliberate and come out with their ruling. What I would say, that all of us citizens, and I haven't heard anybody who wouldn't want peace after the ruling, all of us concerned for peace of Ghana, we should pray that the good Lord himself will touch the hearts and minds of our justices so that they would deliberate well, wisely, so they come out with a ruling that would be based on the facts, the truth, ruling that any audience across the nation and beyond would see as a ruling of justice, of truth, and a ruling that will take account of so many things. So, across the board, people would respect and accept with equanimity. Fortunately, the petitioners and respondents have both declared that they would accept the ruling of the courts. Saying this does not mean ruling that is skewed favorably is what the two sides talked about. They talked about ruling founded on truth and justice. And so our prayer should be for the justices to come out with such a ruling. So all sides would accept and live in peace.
Thank you very much, sir. I know it's appropriate time.
Thank you.
So as we wait for the verdict of the election petition, former President Kufuor is asking for prayers for the jury so that they can make informed decisions which would be accepted across the board. He's also asking sympathizers and foot soldiers to exercise restraint and follow in the lead of their leaders, which means that the leaders should take a particular course that will bring peace to the nation. Reporting from the residence of former President Kufuor, Gifty Andopia for Joy News.